had a really good painting teacher that the best advice I think he could have ever given me was stop trying to make paint behave like a pencil. Let paint be paint. My name is Jeremy Biggers. I'm an artist based out of Dallas, Texas. The most satisfying part of my process is seeing other people's reactions to the work. Art historically has always been for aristocratic, more, well-off people. Painting quote unquote regular people from today and being able to see themselves in that same light is something that's important to my process. The ability to get up every day and come to the studio, I'm happy that I'm able to do this every day. It's one of those, I woke up, I feel good, let's get it. Let's make it happen today. A lot of the bodies of work that I've created up to this point have been autobiographical almost, in a way that it's, me telling my story from my perspective. My work includes polka dots, and those dots stem from my mom. My mom passed away in 2007, and once she passed away, a ladybug landed on me or near me that entire week. And so I kind of started seeing ladybugs as my mom visiting me and kind of comforting me. My mom was the first art fan that I had. She was the first person that made me realize I could do this for a living. Me having a graphic design background, I said, okay, what is a ladybug boiled down to its most basic components? And it's just polka dots. My last day job, I worked for a mentoring and tutoring company. My boss at the time was a tremendous dude. He told me in one of our staff meetings that you're going to make $1 million in your life. You're either going to make it for yourself or you're going to make it for someone else. Once he gave me that bit of advice, it was curtains for me at that job. It was less about the dollar amount in my bank account and more about the happiness and building the life that I wanted. My work is a reflection of the work that I wish that I saw when I went to museums when I was a young kid. Being able to create the work that I wish I saw when I visited those museums is something that I think is healing a part of me that I didn't even realize needed healing. I don't think every single piece of art, especially coming from the Black male perspective, I don't think everything has to be so politicized. We're allowed to be playful, but also I think it's my responsibility to speak up and use my voice for certain instances. The worst part about being an artist, I think people expect because you love a thing that you're supposed to do it for free. Art and creativity is one of the only things in the world that people expect you to do it because you love it. Even though it is fun and it is something that we love, it still is the way we feed our families. The best part about being an artist is being able to create the world you want to see. The energy of being at a studio that's not in my garage or not in my kitchen where, my studios used to be before we had this beautiful space. I think by far easily the best thing about being an artist is creating that reality. I'm just really grateful that I'm able to do this every day. I'm grateful that, I get to spend time with my wife, my daughter, and it's not just I'm always at the studio or I'm always working on other things. Like being able to make the time that's necessary to make the work that I need to make, but also having time to spend quality time with my daughter as she grows up is something that is absolute paramount to my day-to-day happiness.